going to demonstrate the Concourse application running on K3s cluster. Now this K3s cluster is obviously provisioned by Colima. So I will use the Helm chart of Concourse CI to deploy it. So this is the command to run the Concourse application using Helm chart. I'm using the external URL, which is concourse.brm.local. So now this may take some time. Meanwhile, for accessing the Concourse using an external URL, we are going to use the traffic ingress controller, which is provisioned by default when you provision the Colima virtual machine along with the Kubernetes cluster. So let me grab the command to tunnel the traffic ingress controller. Now in order to tunnel the ingress controller, you will need admin permissions. So this is the command. Now also you need to add the DNS entry in the etc hosts file. So I will show the etc hosts file content, and as you can see, I have already added the DNS entry. So as you can see, the Concourse namespace is already created, and the workloads are not ready yet. So I will also generate the self-signed certificate, which will be used to serve the Concourse application on external URL. So this command will generate the self-signed certificate. Then I will create a Kubernetes secret to store the certificate and key. So I also have created an ingress resource to serve the Concourse application. So this is an ingress resource which is using traffic ingress controller, and it is serving on host concourse brm.local with this TLS certificate, and it is routing to Concourse CI web service, which is there in the Kubernetes cluster at port 8080. Okay, so as you can see now, the Helm chart has successfully been deployed. So as you can see, all the workloads are in green, and you can see the logs by clicking this icon. So follow logs. You can also SSH into the container using this icon. So I will go into Concourse CI web container to execute some commands. You can see the description, pod description, and you can see the events which took place to schedule a pod and run the pod inside the Kubernetes cluster. If you want to see the Kubernetes specification for the pod, you can just click on the pod which you want to see, and you will see the YAML configurations. So you can use Visual Studio Code to manage and view the Kubernetes resources which are provisioned by Colima Concourse. So I will use the kubectl command to deploy the ingress resource, and if you do kubectl -n concourse get ingress, concourse ingress, you will see the IP address and ports 8443. So the ingress is working, and the tunnel is already in place. So now I can access the Concourse application using HTTPS concourse brm.localhost, local as a host. I will log in as a test user. Okay, now I will use the fly CLI to create the hello world pipeline. First I need to log in to Concourse using fly CLI. 1 second. So this command will log in as test user with the certificate of Concourse. then I will create the hello world pipeline, and hello world.yaml file is already there in this directory. Okay, so if I go to the dashboard now, I can unpause the pipeline from the UI, or I can use the fly CLI to unpause it. Then I will run the job. Okay, now hello world pipeline job has been successfully executed. So as you can see, with Colima's K3s cluster, you can deploy any application like Concourse using Helm chart, and you can also deploy the Kubernetes resources using kubectl without any problems.